विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरूलाई मेरो युट्युब च्यानल लर्निङ साइन्समा स्वागत छ। भाइ बहिनीहरू, आजको यस भिडियोमा मैले क्लास 10 को साइन्सको हेरिडिटी लेसनको सेकेन्ड पार्टमा भएका क्वेशन्सहरूको कम्प्लिट सोलुसन लिएर आएको छु। भिडियोलाई अन्तिमसम्म हेरेर भिडियो मन परे च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब र भिडियोमा लाइक गर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला। अब लागौं क्वेशन्सतर्फ। पहिलो क्वेशन रहेको छ, चुज द करेक्ट अप्सन फर द फलोइङ क्वेशन्स। नम्बर ए मा रहेको छ, व्हाट प्लान्ट डिड द मेन्डल युज फर हिज एक्सपेरिमेन्ट? पी, मेज, ग्राम, बिन। यसको सही उत्तर हो पी। यसको सही उत्तर रहेको छ पी। क्वेशन नम्बर बी मा रहेको छ, व्हिच अफ द फलोइङ इज द जीनोटाइपिक रेशियो फर मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रस? जीनोटाइपिक रेशियो फर मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रस, यसको सही उत्तर हो 1:2:1। क्वेशन नम्बर सी मा रहेको छ, व्हाट इज द टर्म फर क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक्स दैट इज पास डाउन फ्रम जेनेरेसन टू जेनेरेसन? द क्यारेक्टर दैट पास डाउन फ्रम जेनेरेसन टू जेनेरेसन is termed as hereditary character. Hereditary character. A white-skinned child was born to a dark-skinned parent. What is the reason for this? भन्ने क्वेशन रहेको छ। The parent was hybrid. Both the father and mother have pure black character. White color is recessive. Black color is recessive. The best option for this question is the parent was hybrid. Question number A, in order to produce good meat, farmers look for a boar goat and cross them with local goats. What kind of breeding method is this? Artificial insemination, selective breeding, IVF, natural selection. The best option for this question is artificial insemination. Let's move to the next question. Question number F. Ramit has produced a new plant by crossing an orange plant and a lemon plant. What type of plant is this? Advanced variety plant, pure plant, hybrid plant, artificial plant. Dear student, the best option for this question is advanced variety plant. Let's go to question number G. Rosni is a student from Himalayan region. A mule is reared in her home for transportation of the goods. But the mule is getting older and her family members are considering getting a new mule. In this situation, she asked her father how a mule gives birth to a child. Which of the following answer given by her father? Possible answers are: mules produced offspring naturally. There is inbreeding in mule. Mule can't produce offspring naturally. Mule produced offspring by AI technique. Dear student, the best option for this question is mule cannot produce offspring naturally. Mule is a animal which is produced by crossing between donkey and horse, and it is sterile in nature. Which is expressed externally in F1 generation is called a dominant character. The character which remain hidden in F1 generation is called recessive character. 2. When cross is made between pure tall pea plant and pure dwarf pea plant, all the plants in F1 generation were tall, so tall character is dominant character. When cross is made between pure tall pea plant and pure dwarf pea plant, all the plants in F1 generation were tall, so dwarf character is recessive character. Let's move to the next question. You have to write differences between phenotype and genotype. Phenotype and genotype. Phenotype is the character that is seen externally in an organism, while genotype is the genetic makeup of an organism. When self-pollination is made between hybrid tall plants of F1 generation, the phenotypic ratio of tall and dwarf plant obtained in F2 generation is 3:1. When self-pollination is made between hybrid tall plants of F1 generation, the genotypic ratio of pure tall hybrid pure dwarf plant obtained in F2 generation is 1:2:1. Here you have to write differences between inbreeding and crossbreeding. Inbreeding is the type in which breeding is done between closely related species. Crossbreeding is the type in which breeding is done between two different species of same genus. Inbreeding is done to establish the population of organism with a predictable character. Crossbreeding is done to produce the progeny with desirable characters. Offsprings produced by inbreeding are called purebred or inbred. Offspring produced by crossbreeding are called hybrids. Here you have to write differences between artificial insemination and in vitro fertilization. This is one of the most important and genuine question for class 10 student. It is the technique of collecting semen from advanced breeds of male and allowing them to enter the female reproductive tract at the right time, through the use of equipment. While in vitro fertilization is the method of conception in which mature ovum from the ovary of female is taken and stored in a petri dish and fused with the sperm of the male. Fertilized ovum is then transferred to the female's womb after few days. Fertilization occurs inside female's womb. Fertilization is made at sophisticated laboratory outside from female's womb. Offspring of advanced variety can be produced by this technique. Offspring are like to their parents. Dear student, here in question number B, you have to write differences between tigon and liger. Tigon and liger. The hybrid animal obtained by crossing the male lion and female lion is called tigon, where the hybrid animal obtained by crossing the male lion and female tiger is called liger. It resembles to the tiger. It generally behaves like lion. Let's come to the question number C. In question number C, you are asked some different questions in which you have to give reason for this statement. Question number A. Children look like the parents but not exactly the same. Why? Answer. It is due to the inheritance of genes from parents. Children receives half chromosomes from father and half chromosomes from mother, and the combination of genes in a chromosome in children somehow different from that in parents. Question number B. Mendel selected a pea plant for his experiment. Why? Answer. Mendel selected pea plant for his experiment due to the following reason. Pea plants are bisexual, so self and cross-pollination can be done if necessary. The life cycle of pea plant is short. Pea plants have many pairs of contrasting characters. Pea plants is easy to cultivate. Question number C. When tall pea plant and dwarf pea plants are cross-pollinated, tall plants are produced in the first filial generation. Why? Answer. According to Mendel's law of dominance, when a cross is made between two pure individuals having a pair of contrasting characters, only one dominant character is expressed in F1 generation. Hence, only tall character is seen in F1 generation when a cross is made between pure tall and pure dwarf pea plants, as the tall is dominant character. Question number C. D. When self-breeding is done between hybrids, different types of offspring are produced. Why? Answer. Two different characters coexist in the hybrid in the formation of gametes during the meiosis cell division. The genes of pure or hybrid allele in the mother cell are separated. Let's come to the question number A. The question is, DNA testing is a reliable technique for criminal investigation. Why? Let's come to the answer. A DNA profile is like a genetic fingerprint. Every person has a unique DNA profile, making it very useful for identifying people involved in crime. Students, let's come to question number F. Genetic engineering involves the detailed study of DNA. Why? Genetic engineering is the process that alters the DNA structure of an organism. Develop the new trait by changing the single nitrogen base bond thymine and cytosine bond guanine, or deleting or adding a gene in the DNA. So genetic engineering involves the detailed study of DNA. Student, let's come to the question number G. Offspring produced by crossbreeding may be sterile. Why? Hybrids are usually sterile. If the parents are of different chromosome number, the offspring will have an odd number of chromosomes. Hybrid cannot produce gametes having homologous pair of chromosome at meiosis. Question number H. Special attention should be given while collecting sample for DNA testing. To prevent contamination of DNA, if it gets contaminated during collection and transportation, reliable result cannot be obtained. Student, let's come to question number D. Answer the following questions. In the question number D, you are asked some questions in which you have to give the answer. What is genetics? It's a very simple question for 1 marks. The branch of biology that deals with the study of genes, heredity and variation is called genetics. What is DNA testing? For what purpose it is used? DNA testing is a technology that investigates various criminal cases. The main purpose of DNA testing is to identify criminal. Question number C. Give some examples of genetic technology. Answer. They are selective breeding, crossbreeding, artificial insemination, in vitro fertilization, etc. Explain the importance of genetic engineering. Genetic engineering has wide importance. It alters the DNA structure of an organism. It develops many new beneficial traits in organism by changing single nitrogen base pair or deleting or adding gene in the DNA, which passes from one generation to another. Many new variety has been introduced in agriculture and that improves the agricultural yield and quality. It reduces the losses caused by various biotic and abiotic factors. It improves the reproductive capacity of organisms. Question number F. What is monohybrid cross? So in the filial chart, the result obtained by cross-pollinating first and then self-pollinating the red flower pea plant and white flowering pea plant. The cross made between two pure plants or organisms considering a pair of contrasting characters is called monohybrid cross. Pure red flower, pure white flower. RR. At the RR, you have to write capital letter here for the dominant character and small letter RR for recessive character. Cross-pollination in the first filial generation, hybrid red flowers, 100% hybrid red flowers were obtained. When you made a self-pollination between hybrid red flower and hybrid red flower, you will get pure red, hybrid red and pure white. Here in the second filial generation, phenotypic ratio is 3:1 while genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Explain with an example that Mendel's experiment can be done not only in plants but also in animals. Yes, Mendel's experiment is not limited only to the plant. It can be done in animals. Mendel law of dominance can also be studied by crossing guinea pigs. When black guinea pigs are crossed with white guinea pigs, then hybrid black guinea pigs are produced in the F1 generation. Here black is dominant and white is recessive character. Here crossbreeding is made between pure black guinea pigs and pure white guinea pigs. In the first filial generation, 100% hybrid black guinea pigs were obtained. When self-breeding is made between hybrid black guinea pigs, pure black, hybrid black and pure black guinea pigs were obtained in the ratio 1:2:1. Or in the F2 generation, second filial generation, we will get black and white guinea pigs in the ratio 3:1 and pure black, hybrid black and pure black guinea pigs in the ratio 1:2:1. Dear student, in question number yes, you have to answer the questions. Explain the Mendel's law of dominance and purity of gametes. According to Mendel's law of dominance, when a cross is made between two pure individuals having a pair of contrasting characters, only one character is expressed externally in F1 generation. For example, when a cross is made between pure tall pea plant and pure dwarf pea plant, only hybrid tall plants were seen in F1 generation. Here we have a cross-pollination between pure tall pea plant and pure dwarf pea plant. In F1 generation, 100% hybrid tall plants were obtained. According to Mendel's law of purity of gametes, when self-pollination is made between hybrid plant or organism, allele in the mother cell are separated and only pure characters enter each gamete. It means the gametes formed are pure. For example, when self-pollination is made between hybrid tall plants, pure tall, hybrid tall and pure dwarf plants are obtained in the ratio 1:2:1. Here you can see hybrid when self-pollination is carried between hybrid tall plants in F2 generation, plants like pure tall, hybrid tall and pure dwarf here, pure dwarf. D W A R E F, pure dwarf, plants were seen. Here in F2 generation, phenotypic ratio is 3:1, while genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Round-shaped pea plant and wrinkle-seeded pea plant are cross-pollinated first, and then the offspring obtained will self-pollinate again. The result of second filial generation is shown in the table below. Now answer the following questions. What is the ratio of plants showing dominant and recessive character? Here in this cross dominant and recessive character, ratio of plants showing dominant and recessive character is in the ratio 3:1. This means this ratio is phenotypic ratio. Write the genotypic ratio and phenotypic ratio of this generation. This is the product of F2 generation, and in F2 generation the phenotypic ratio is always 3:1 and genotypic ratio is always 1:2:1. Among them, which plant is purely round-seeded? Why? The plant having capital R genotype is purely round-seeded. To have a pure character, both the allele in the genotype should be same type. Both alleles should be of same type for pure character. When a cross is made between black guinea pigs and white guinea pigs, the offspring of first filial generation were all black. Explain why white guinea pigs did not appear in this generation. Answer. It is in according to Mendel's law of dominance. When a cross is made between two pure contrasting characters, only one character is seen in F1 generation externally. This character is called dominant character, and the character which is not expressed in F1 generation is a recessive character. Here black is a dominant character, so it is expressed in F1 generation, while white is a recessive character is not seen in F1 generation. Pure black guinea pig, pure white guinea pig. When a cross breeding is made between pure black guinea pig and pure white guinea pig, in F1 generation 100% black pig were obtained. A teenage girl who has lost her mental balance became victim of rape and gave birth to a child. How can the father of the child be detected? For this question, father of the child can be detected through DNA testing. The District Animal Development Center conducted a camp to fertilize many cows at once. Which technique did the organization adopt at the time? Explain the technique in brief. Let's go to the answer. They can adopt AI, artificial insemination technique at that time. Artificial insemination is the technique of collecting semen from advanced breed of male at the right time through the use of equipment. In this process, a healthy sperm is collected from the male and allowed it to pass into the uterus of healthy female for fertilization at the appropriate time using artificial means. The objective of artificial insemination is to produce large number of advanced offspring by transmitting the sperm of an advanced breed of a male to a female ready for conception. This is a subsidiary method of reproduction that is now practiced worldwide. This type of breeding is a useful technique to improve genetic quality in animal husbandry. Advantages of artificial insemination. There is no need of rearing male for breeding. It helps to control the infections and spread of diseases during mating. Disadvantages of artificial insemination. It needs well-trained manpower and special equipment. It requires more time than natural breeding. Is genetic engineering a boon or bane for the present era? Give a requirement. Here, answer is here. Genetic engineering, in my perception, I have written that genetic engineering is a boon, not bane. But it is your choice, student. You can write it as you like, as you think. Okay. Genetic engineering can be considered as a boon, though it has some disadvantages. Genetic engineering has contributed many super advantages for the growing world. It increases the crop yields, reduced cost for foods or drug production, reduced the need for pesticides, enhanced nutrient composition and food quality, produced advanced animal. Okay student, this much for today. Please support my channel, keep on watching my videos and do not forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, bye bye for today.